Hello, everybody. I'm not James, but you might be. Last time, we furthered our journey through winters, saw the equivalent of the Loch Ness Monster, and gained a bunch of levels. I'm going to talk to this guy right here. "10 years since you last saw him, and the dude was... Well, I mean, I guess he wasn't that close. A lot of monsters between here and there. Oh, a donut. Yes, that structure that I passed with the cave boy, that was Stonehenge, the famous megalithic monument. Yeah, sure. We will visit Stonehenge much later. Skyrunner was originally named Skywalker in the Japanese. If you don't know why they changed it, I'm baffled. Like, what sort of a sheltered existence would someone have to have not interacted with Star Wars at least? The mind boggles. Alright. Apparently the lab looked a little different in Japanese. There sure are some clouds. I read somewhere clouds weigh like 1.1 million pounds. You wouldn't think about it, but they really do. I think they're very dense and massive. That's an area we'll be seeing in the near future. I don't know anything else about clouds. Oh, there's a desert. You gotta have a desert. It's required by video game law. You just passed like a tundra. So yeah, it's gotta be a desert. It's gotta be like a alien world. Some sort of machine thing. A mountain. There's not a mountain in this game. There was one in the first game, though. And here we are at 3. Not very strong, really nearsighted, kind of shy, and I tend to be a little reckless. I like to imagine that's just how he introduces himself to everybody. Going to the grocery store, buying some vegetables or whatever. He's like, "Hi, I'm Jeff. A little shy, nearsighted, tend to be a little reckless. Alright, here's the money for my purchase." And Jeff has joined us. Use the bad key machine. This is the last time we will be using the bad game machine. It's one of those things that you really think you'd use again. You would think wrong. I don't really want to mess with those guys right now. Let's save. We're also cut off from any sort of free healing, so I've got to tread very, very carefully. So I'm going to be employing some strategies that may make me appear cowardly, but I call it smart. Also, whatever money Jeff has on him, it's lost to time now. So if you, I don't know, if you wasted a bunch of your time and ground up a bunch of drops and then sold them for a bunch of money, well, that money's gone now. This military-looking gentleman, he has some items Jeff can use, but again, we're not spending money. I'm going to go to the drugstore and sell a couple of things, though. Let's see. Let's sell the defense spray. It's not really worth using. I'm going to sell the pop gun. There we are. Sold a couple items. No pitching of tents in this area without permission. Well, someone didn't get the memo. Boogie tent. He can hit kind of hard. Use flash on him even though that doesn't do anything. Fire because he's resistant to freeze. And I'm going to shoot a bottle rocket at him. Saving the big bottle rocket for another one. Alright. Ness will life himself up. Fire, and Jeff, you just shoot. Yeah, stun doesn't prevent you from using PSI. I'm gonna throw PSI trivia at him. Despite the lack of free healing, I can be very judicious with my PSI use here. Or rather, I don't have to be judicious. I can freely use it. These will make themselves clear in a bit. That was a very smooth boogie tent fight. That guy can really mess you up if he wants to. Life Up Beta. Life Up Alpha restores about 100. Life Up Beta, you're looking at about 300. To give you an idea of how dreadful Paula's HP growth is, unless you use a certain cheat that I'll bring up later, Life Up Beta is pretty much always going to be a full heal on her. Let's see what these guys were so insistent on guarding. Jar of fly honey. You know, because bees make bee honey and flies make fly honey. Let's look at the health item. This is a part of the game in which the English localization punched stuff up. I sort of feel to the benefit of a lot of this. This translation for the time it came out was very, very good. But yeah, the Japanese just like, oh, it kind of smells bad. See, I'm on board with that. We need the jar of fly honey for, well, later. Apple Kid called us. place the paper on the floor of a tent or something. Here we are. This is the only time we'll be seeing the mock pizza man. I wonder if a real pizza guy would do that. Like, sure, if you were convincing enough, he could be like, hey, I really need you to deliver this to some guy. Assuming you knew where that person was. Alright. Let's drop it on the floor of the tent. There we are. Zombie paper. You know, I've never actually used fly paper. I know they land on it and they can't get off. I don't know if there's anything on it that attracts them to it. Guess I'll need to look that up. My my wife, who is sitting next to me and is very patiently letting me record, is nodding her head yes. Okay, so yes, fly paper does include something that attracts the flies. Even I'm learning as I do this. And it's with great, deep sadness that I must inform you that we've hit our third paywall. If you want to count Jeff's money. Because in order for the zombies to flee the graveyard, we do have to spend the night at the hotel. That's why I was not afraid to use my PSI powers. For some reason it's sunny out, even though it won't be when I exit. This is about the only time I'm going to stay in a hotel, so this is a kind of unique little thing that Earthbound does. Every hotel has a different newspaper. It's just a kind of humorous recap of what's been going on lately. Sometimes they're funny little stories that are irrelevant to whatever is going on. I'm sure someone on YouTube has collected all of them. But yeah, this will be the only time we'll be seeing this. Called Zombie World in Japanese. I prefer Zombie Herald. That Herald sounds more like a newspaper. Zombie Herald sounds like a legitimate zombie news rag. Zombie World sounds like something you'd buy in the checkout line. Young human is to blame. Anyway, we can now progress through the north. But I think I'm going to cut it off here. Next time, we will progress to the north, just like I said. I'm not James, and you might be. Now get out of my weirdly, inappropriately sunny hotel.